Salutations, crustaceans. I'm Lobster, and today we're going to be having a look at a pedal. And I just hit my keyboard with my elbow. So this is my first pedal video. I'm gonna try and feel out the whole process of making pedal videos because I've never really done that before, minus a few weird videos a few years ago. Yeah, so this is gonna be a first. We're gonna kind of grow the format a little bit and try to make it the best it can be. And today we're going to be looking at a really interesting pedal. Now this is from a company I've never heard of. You've probably never heard of them either. They're called Audio Aesthetic and they are out of Australia. Now I found this pedal on Reddit. I was browsing and I saw this really neat 80s synthwave inspired pedal that was called the Midnight Drive. It had cool, I don't know, styling and it just looked the part. It also had a neat little gauge style light cluster in the middle of it that would kind of display either your gain level or just your input level. I think that's what it is, or the drive, I don't know. It does some things, but we'll have a look at that today. So again, keep in mind, even though I have collected quite a few pedals and I'm enjoying pedals quite a bit, I'm no pedal expert by any means, and this isn't necessarily intended to be a review of is this a good pedal or not, but instead I just want to showcase pedals, especially from small manufacturers that don't have a lot of I guess, reach by themselves. So this isn't sponsored by any means. I found this company on Reddit. I bought the pedal on Etsy. It arrived a few weeks later from Australia, and I'm excited to share it with you. So let's put the pedal on screen first. Boop. There it is, right there in the corner. That's the Midnight Drive. Now we're watching this through a little webcam that I have on a table here so we can have a little live feed. And this will show us the controls that I will be using during my playing. I also have a loop pedal set up so I can mess with the controls and we can keep a bass line going and kind of explore everything. So it says here that this is more of a tube emulation overdrive meant to simulate overdriving an old tube amp. And we have a series of controls here. We have a drive control, which I believe engages the real drive at above 50% and adds more warmth below 50%. We have a blend control here, which is the blend between your clean tone and your dirty tone, the wet tone. We have the presence knob, which can be described as the amount of crunch, and adding 50% will make it a harsher, more gnarly tone, and then below 50% is going to be a more muffled tone, so it says. And then we have a level control, which is, I believe, just the overall level of the pedal. And then we have a bass and treble control. These are balanced EQ knobs where 50% is neutral, and then going below 50 is going to be a cut. Going above 50% is going to be a boost for both the bass and the treble. We also have a boost switch that will engage, this one right here, that will engage the overdrive a little bit sooner. So we're going to be playing with all of these. We also have a display switch here, and this basically alters what you're going to see with the display. So let's engage the pedal right now. As you can see, nothing is displayed because nothing is played. I don't have the bass engaged. Its volume is all the way down. So when I turn the switch up, this is the amount of drive that we have. Turning up the drive knob increases the amount of drive, and we see that displayed here on the dial. And then when the display switch is switched down, it will display essentially the output of your bass with the pedal. So let's just have everything at 50% right now. The EQ is centered. We have the presence at 50%. We have the blend at 50, meaning that this is going to be a split between the dry bass tone, the natural tone, and the affected bass tone. We have our drive at 50%, which is going to be kind of a neutral drive, and the presence at 50% as well. Here's what this sounds like. So at this level, with everything at 50%, our output versus our clean tone is a little muffled. So what we can do is we're going to turn up the level control to about, let's see, 3 o'clock. So right now it's acting essentially almost like a preamp. It's not really adding a lot of crunch or any drive to the tone. Now let's, what are we gonna do? Let's turn the, you know what? I have a looper pedal set up here just for this purpose. So let's just turn everything back over to 50. We're gonna leave the level right here at 3 o'clock. And let's make a little loop. Well, that's a really neat pedal. I don't have any other Overdrive pedals to compare this to, and my goal isn't really to compare these pedals to anything else or determine, like, is this a good pedal? Instead, I'm just trying to showcase the pedal and, like, this is what it is, because pedals are really subjective. Tone is really subjective. What you think sounds good is, like, all up to you. It's your opinion, and this can sound good to someone, this can sound bad to someone else. I think it sounds pretty neat and gnarly. I'm probably gonna use this at some point. It's a fun pedal and I like the lights. Lights go shiny. And so now instead of playing with a loop, I'm just gonna play my bass a little bit and maybe we'll do some synth stuff. We'll see what happens, but like, let's play. Boop. Okay, now I want to explore kind of the other side of this pedal. We went for some gnarly tones. Let's go for some like warm tube sounds. So let's just turn the drive to about like here. We're gonna make the presence at about 50%. Let's keep the blend where it is. And the other things, let's hear what this sounds like. And let's turn the boost switch off. I dig it. It's like a kind of a tubey warm sound. Let's add a little more bass. Let's compare the pedal on and off. So there you have it. I mean, this is my first pedal video. I got a lot of learning to do in regards to how I want to present this, but this is my first shot. Let me know what you think about it. And I really enjoy this pedal. I think it's a nice sounding pedal that can do some gnarly drive as well as just give you some nice warm tube emulation. And would make a nice addition to anyone's pedal board, especially for the price. I think this was around $200 US plus a little bit of shipping, which is not bad for a handmade boutique pedal from a small builder. It looks really well built. I've had no issues in regards to like stability of the tones or of the build quality. I think it's a nice looking pedal. Overall, I would definitely say I'd buy this again if I don't know what that means because I already bought it. Overall, I'd say I'm happy with my purchase. I bought this full price. I didn't say, hey, I'm a YouTuber, give me a free pedal. I wanted to support a small business, so here we have it. The Audio Aesthetic Midnight Drive. And I hope you all like it as much as I did, and let me know what you think about this pedal down in the comments below. Also, let me know what you'd like to see in regards to these pedal videos. Like if you want anything additional to be touched upon, I don't know. I have a whole format down for my bass videos over doing this like, I don't know, 5 years or something like that. We have a format. We have like a system. There's a system, everyone. But this is just me kind of going off the seat of my skirt. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, until we groove again,